Pickup trucks have evolved over the years from humble work vehicles into one of the most popular and lucrative segments in the auto industry. Some of those ideas have been so well received that they've changed the course of the industry, but there are plenty more that didn't catch on. These are the weirdest pickup trucks ever made. Let's start. Toyota Tundra Scene. The annual SEMA show is always a good place to find weird and wonderful car builds, and at the 2015 event, Toyota launched a concept that quite literally stretched the idea of what a pickup could look like. The Tundra Scene begun as a regular Toyota Tundra pickup, but was extended into a luxury limousine with a plush leather interior that was meant to mimic the cabin of a private jet. It measured over 26 feet in length, with its wheelbase clocking in at a whopping 235.9 inches. Like any limousine, the Tundra Scene was designed to be chauffeur-driven, with the VIP passenger able to relax in total comfort in the cavernous rear of the truck. With 8 doors in total, the pickup almost looks like a well-photoshopped April Fool's joke at first glance. But in fact, it's a fully functional one-off creation. Obviously, Toyota never unveiled any plans to put the Tundra Scene into production, although technically, there's nothing stopping someone from sending a regular Tundra to a limousine conversion specialist and make their own version of this unique peculiarity. Rinspeed, Tattoo.com. Swiss automaker Rinspeed isn't very well known outside of its home country, but it's been responsible for making some of the weirdest concept cars ever over the years. That includes the uniquely named Tattoo.com pickup, a bright orange truck with a retro design that resembles an obscure Hot Wheels car more than a vehicle you'd expect to see on the road. The strangest aspect isn't the truck itself, but rather what it's built to transport. The truck is equipped with a small crane and a mounting point to transport what Rinspeed refers to as Bob, or the breathing observation bubble. It's essentially a motorized underwater scooter that, according to the company, enables novice divers to reach depths of up to 30 feet without needing a mouthpiece or regulator. As they descend into the water, they would need to keep their head inside the helmet attached to the scooter, where an air bubble would form around them, allowing them to breathe. How convenient! Although the concept might seem feasible in theory, it goes without saying that having your head enclosed in a metal helmet, connected to a heavy machine while underwater, is inherently very dangerous. The Tattoo.com debuted at the Geneva Motor Show in 2000, but like most of Rinspeed's concepts, it remained just that, a concept with no production run ever made. In this case, that's probably a good thing. Nissan Nails. Although they never caught on in America, there's a strong market for small cargo vehicles in Japan, with Nissan's current offering in the segment being the NT100 Clipper. It looks fairly unremarkable for a truck of its size, but over 20 years prior, Nissan unveiled a bold new concept for the future of compact pickups. The Nails concept was a compact 2-seater truck featuring a low cargo bed, specifically designed to simplify the loading and unloading of heavy items. The truck's hood, fenders, and doors were coated with a scratch-resistant material. The cabin's unique design maximized space for the occupants despite the truck's compact size. The press release for the concept excitedly notes that the truck integrates advanced communications tools, including cellular phones. So at least one element of this innovative truck made it into production vehicles. However, the Nails project never advanced beyond the concept stage, possibly due to its polarizing and some might say unattractive design. And perhaps because Nissan simply didn't see a market for such a weird little truck. Dodge Dakota Convertible. Removing the roof from a pickup truck designed for heavy-duty work might seem ill-advised, but Dodge executives at the time assured that there was sound reasoning behind their decision. In 1989, the planning chief for the Dodge Dakota line claimed, "There are a lot of convertible pickups running around in California, but they're all one-of-a-kinds built by chop shops." Dodge aimed to be the first to profit from this new trend, so they decided to produce a limited number of Dakota convertibles. Every Dakota convertible came with a sport package as standard, with a 3.9-liter V6 that made 125 horsepower. The truck's separate frame kept it fairly sturdy even without the roof, though high-speed road noise was said to be a major problem. Dodge originally planned a production run of around 2,000 units, but in the end, 3,759 examples were produced. Honda Spocket. The term crossover now usually refers to a car that combines features of both an SUV and something else like a hatchback, and almost every car manufacturer offers at least one model. A few decades ago, manufacturers were experimenting with different crossover designs to find the right formula for success. One of the many failed attempts was the Honda Spocket, which crossed a pickup with a convertible sports car to make a bizarre vehicle that almost no one wanted. From the front, it looked like a regular small sports car, but the back had a small cargo bed for carrying sports gear or camping equipment. The bed could be extended by folding the rear seats down, and the roof could be removed for open-air driving. It also packed full-time all-wheel drive, with a hybrid gas-electric engine powering the front wheels and, to further, small electric motors for the rear. The concept of an all-wheel drive pickup that looked like a sports car was unique, but after showing it at American car shows in 2000, Honda decided it wouldn't sell well, so they only made one prototype. Chevrolet SSR. The Chevy SSR is one of the biggest pickup truck flops in recent decades because it tried to be a hot rod, convertible, and pickup truck all at once, but didn't succeed at being any of them. As a pickup, it wasn't very practical, with an underwhelming 2,500-pound towing capacity and an impractically shaped cargo bed. As a convertible, it suffered from annoying vibrations at full speed. Plus, its divisive retro looks made it a car many people didn't want to be seen in anyway. Many buyers were turned off by the fact that it was factory-made, because a big part of hot rod culture is building and customizing your own car. Buying a truck from a dealership just didn't appeal, and most enthusiasts stayed away as a result. Chevrolet managed to shift just over 24,000 examples before axing the SSR after the 2006 model year, eventually closing down the plant that manufactured it altogether. BMW M3 E90 to pickup. When BMW revealed its new M3 pickup truck on April 1, 2011, it was obvious that the Munich brand was playing an April Fool's joke. But it wasn't just a joke. The car was real. It was initially created as a fun way for engineers at BMW's M Development Center to transport parts around the factory. Someone on the marketing team must have seen the project and decided it would be a good way to generate some lighthearted publicity. But first and foremost, this was a functional service vehicle. It even had a predecessor, as engineers had built another M3 pickup back in the 80s, which was still in service until the new car replaced it. Unlike the original, the new M3 pickup was road legal, making it the only factory-built M pickup to ever have a license plate. The car was largely a regular M3 apart from its cargo bed, with a 4-liter V8 under the hood churning out 414 horsepower. It was limited to 155 miles per hour, although with barely any weight at the back, it was less stable than a regular M3 at high speeds. Since the car was only ever intended to be a fun side project for M engineers, there was never any intention to make a production version.